Hi friends, I am Manshankraya. Welcome to B Physics YouTube channel. Dear friends, in part 2 of light reflection and refraction, we have discussed about reflection of light, laws of reflection of light and the properties of image formed by plane mirror. Now I am going to discuss the next topic, that is reflection of light by spherical mirror. In this topic, we will discuss some of the terms related to spherical mirror. Without knowing these terms, we will not understood the whole chapter, that is light reflection and refraction. So now let us see what are those. So the topic is reflection of light by spherical mirror. So what is meant by spherical mirror? So you know that a mirror with a flat surface, a mirror with a flat surface is called plane mirror. Similarly, a mirror with a curved surface is called spherical mirror. So in spherical mirror, one side of the surface is coated with a thin layer of silver, here as shown by a shading, so that one side surface become opaque and the another side of the surface become highly reflected one. So depending upon the nature of the reflecting surface, a spherical mirror is of two types. One is concave mirror and another one is convex mirror. So the first one is concave mirror and the second is convex mirror. So what is meant by concave mirror? A concave mirror is a mirror whose reflecting surface curved inward. See here, the reflecting surface is curved inward. So this type of mirror is called concave mirror. Similarly, convex mirror is also a mirror whose reflecting surface curved outward. See here, the reflecting surface is curved outward. So this type of mirror is called a convex mirror. Here I can show these two types of mirrors. See, in this mirror, one side surface is highly reflected one and the other surface is opaque, and the reflecting surface in this mirror is curved inward. So this type of mirror we call as a concave mirror. Similarly, in this mirror also one side surface is highly reflected one and the other surface is opaque, and here the reflecting surface is curved outward. So this type of mirror we call as a convex mirror. Now let us see some of the terms related to spherical mirror. The first one is pole of the mirror. It is represented by capital P. See, the pole of the mirror is the center of reflecting surface of a spherical mirror. The center of reflecting surface of spherical mirror is called pole of the mirror. And the second term is center of curvature. It is represented by capital C. See, these two types of mirror are the part of sphere of glass. If you cut a sphere of glass, you will get a concave mirror as well as convex mirror. And this is a center of sphere of glass. So that a center of sphere of glass of which mirror is a part is called center of curvature. So that the center of curvature of which mirror is a part is called center of curvature. center of curvature. In case of concave mirror, the center of curvature lies in front of the mirror, but in case of convex mirror, the center of curvature lies behind the mirror. The next term is principal axis. See, principal axis is a straight line which is passing through the center of curvature and pole of the mirror. So what is meant by principal axis? A straight line which is passing through center of curvature and pole of the mirror is called principal axis. And the next term is radius of curvature. It is represented by capital R. See, the distance between center of curvature and pole of the mirror is called radius of curvature. The distance between center of curvature and pole of the mirror is called radius of curvature. Similarly, in case of convex mirror also. Now let us see what happens when a ray of light falls on these two types of mirror. So consider a ray of light. Consider rays of light which are parallel to principal axis of concave mirror. After reflection from it, the reflected rays are meeting or intersecting at the point on a principal axis. So this point is called a principal focus of concave mirror. What is that? Principal focus. It is represented by capital F. So what is meant by principal focus? A number of rays of light which are parallel to principal axis. After reflection from concave mirror, the reflected rays are meeting or intersecting at a point on the principal axis. So that point is called a principal focus of concave mirror. Similarly, in case of convex mirror, a number of rays of light which are parallel to principal axis. After reflection, the rays of light will diverge, and these divergent rays appears to come from a point on the principal axis. So this point is called a principal focus of convex mirror. And the next term is focal length. It is represented by small f. See, the distance between principal focus and the pole of the mirror. The distance between principal focus and pole of the mirror is called focal length. Similarly, in case of convex mirror also, the distance between principal focus and pole of the mirror is called focal length. See, when a ray of light falls on a concave mirror, after reflection they are all intersecting or meeting at a point on the principal axis. Because of the property of the concave mirror, it is also called a converging mirror. Concave mirror is also called a converging mirror. Similarly, when a ray of light falls on a convex mirror, they all are diverged, and these diverged rays are appears to come from a point on the principal axis. Because of that, convex mirror is also called a diverging mirror. Convex mirror is also called a diverging mirror, or in simple way, concave mirror converges the light rays, whereas convex mirror diverges the light rays. And last, there is a relation between radius of curvature and focal length. That is, R is equal to 2f. That means radius of curvature is equal to double of focal length. That means a principal focus lies midway between center of curvature and pole of the mirror.